All right, let's talk about a huge story in AI that's unfolding away from all the chatbot hype. We're going deep into the engine room of the tech world, software development itself, and it really all boils down to one single massive number. Here it is, 20 million. That's the number Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella just dropped. It's the total number of people who have used GitHub Copilot. I mean, just let that sink in. This thing is not some niche little tool anymore. It's becoming a fundamental piece of the puzzle for developers everywhere. So, for anyone who's not deep in this world, what is GitHub Copilot? The easiest way to think about it is like having an AI-powered partner sitting next to you, coding along with you. It lives right inside your editor, and it's constantly suggesting lines of code, finishing your thoughts, and basically just speeding up the entire, sometimes tedious, process of writing software. Okay, but here's the thing. That 20 million number, it only tells you half the story. The real driver behind this, the thing that's making it explode, isn't just a bunch of individual programmers. No, it's a very deliberate and, frankly, very successful push into the corporate world. And when I say corporate, I mean corporate. Just look at this. 90%. 90% of the Fortune 100 companies are using GitHub Copilot. This isn't just about making developers faster. For these companies, it's about getting a competitive advantage, it's about having a standard toolkit, and it's about keeping their best talent happy. This is less about market penetration and more like, well, total market domination at the highest level. And the speed of this takeover is just wild. The number of enterprise customers shot up by 75% in a single quarter. You know, that's not steady organic growth. That is an all-out sprint. Companies are basically racing to get this tech into the hands of their developers. And to put that speed into perspective, of the 20 million total users we started with, 5 million of them, a full quarter, jumped on board in just the last 3 months. That tells you we are way past the early adopter phase. This is mainstream, and it's happening at a breakneck pace. So when you see success like this, you know what happens next, right? Competition. Microsoft's incredible run with Copilot has officially ignited a war for what's quickly becoming one of the most valuable markets in all of AI. And if you look at the top competitors, you see this fascinating dynamic. You've got the giant GitHub Copilot, which is now getting smarter, adding these AI agents to do things like review code automatically. But then you have these popular upstarts also building agents to do pretty much the same thing. What's so interesting is that they're all converging. They're racing to build the exact same set of next-level features. And believe me, this is not just a two-horse race. The field is packed with heavy hitters. You've got Google buying up talent. You have that buzzy startup Cognition with its AI developer Devin. And you even have the big AI model makers like OpenAI and Anthropic jumping into the ring to build their own coding tools. It's a proper battle royale. So why is everyone fighting over this specific market? Well, this is really the key to the whole thing. Just compare them to something like ChatGPT. Sure, the chatbots have way more users, hundreds of millions, but the coding tools, they serve a very specific high-value niche. And in that niche, big companies are more than happy to pay top-dollar premium subscription fees for a tool that makes their incredibly expensive engineers even a tiny bit more productive. So let's zoom out for a second and look at the big picture here. All this competition, all this rapid adoption, it's more than just a business story. It's fundamentally rewriting the rules for how software gets made, and it's ushering in a totally new era for developers. And if you want just one fact to prove how massive this shift is financially, this quote from Satya Nadella says it all. This one AI feature, Copilot, is now a bigger business than the entirety of GitHub was back in 2018 when Microsoft bought it. Just think about that for a moment. It shows you exactly where the real money in AI is right now. It's not just in the general purpose tools, it's in these specialized, high-impact tools for the enterprise. And that leads us to the final and maybe the most important question of all. These tools were sold to us as copilots, right? Assistants that help a human programmer. But as they get better and better at doing more of the work on their own, they start to look less like a copilot and more like the pilot, which leaves all of us with a huge question about the future of work in tech. In a world of increasingly autonomous code, what's next for the human developer?